Hi everyone, Lorraine here from Lowe's Life and Lessons. Thank you for joining me today. This video is going to be about 10 ways that I take care of myself. Part of what we're being taught, and as we attain maturity as an adult, is that we learn to take care of ourselves. But what exactly does that mean? And it might mean some things that are very basic to everyone, but it also means certain things specific to individuals. So today we're going to talk about 10 things that I do to take care of myself. And some of them you may agree with, some of them you may do also. And I would love to hear what you do to take care of yourself. But first of all, we're going to talk about my scent of the day, which is Santal Blanc by Van Cleef & Arpels. This is a floral, woody musk. Look at this gorgeous bottle. It's glass, it's heavy, it's just so elegant. Now, this bottle of perfume was actually lent to me by a friend of mine. I have one friend in my life, in my daily life that I see every week or so, who shares the same passion for perfume as I do. So she and I are always comparing perfumes and discussing perfumes. And she was wearing this the other day and she had it with her and she actually said she would lend me this bottle. This is a gorgeous fragrance. Van Cleef & Arpels actually started out in 1896 as a jewelry and watch company, and a luxury company at that. The first perfume that they released was not until 1978, and they called it First. And it is a beautiful fragrance. I used to wear it when I was younger. This particular perfume, Santal Blanc, is from their collection Extraordinaire, which they released in 2009. It has notes of fig nectar, mandarin orange, I'm just checking my notes here, sandalwood, violet, musk, tonka bean, and benzoin. And it's just a beautiful fragrance. Will I end up buying my own bottle of this? I'm not sure. It's quite expensive, and of course it's a pretty big bottle. I have a lot of perfume for now, but I'm enjoying it, and my dear friend has lent me this to use for a week, so I'm doing that, my scent of the day. Now there are two big areas, of course, that we all know that are essential for taking good care of ourselves. The first one is to eat healthy foods, and the second one is to get exercise every day. And we all know these. I'm not going to get into these two big topics. The only thing I will say is that in the last year or so, I've developed the habit of having a salad every day, either a Greek salad or a green salad or a tabbouleh. And another habit that I've developed, not so perfectly, is to get some exercise every day, which for me is a short walk. It's painful for me to walk, so this is a bit hard for me. I have to be well motivated. It is easier in the summertime when I can go outside. Sometimes in the winter, because I live in an apartment building, I just simply walk up and down the halls for about 10 minutes, and that would be my daily exercise. Hey, it's moving, it's better than nothing, right? These next 10 items I'm going to talk about in no particular order of importance. And the first one is take care of my teeth. I am so very grateful to have all my own teeth. Now, I do have many caps, but they are in good shape. I go to the dentist and the dental hygienist at least once a year. I brush twice a day and I floss once a day at least. And I do whiten my teeth. I use those Crest strips. I think you're only supposed to use them about every 8 months, so I don't do it that often, but I do find that they make a difference in the whiteness of my teeth. So I really appreciate my teeth so much. Many people that I know have dentures or partial plate or something, and it's always a source of some degree of irritation and discomfort, and it really does affect a person's smile. It affects the foods that they can eat. So I am very grateful to have my own teeth. They're 75-year-old teeth and they're serving me well, and I'm taking good care of them. The next thing on the list is foot care. You know, there's nothing more miserable than having sore feet. And I have the very good fortune in my community of having a seniors organization that offers very affordable foot care by a registered nurse. And so I'm on that program. I have my toenails cut and my feet examined and taken care of by a nurse every 6 weeks regularly. It's a very important activity for me. I can't really reach my feet that well anymore, so I really appreciate her expertise at taking care of my feet. After the nurse looks after the cutting of my nails and taking care of any little calluses or any little corns, then I will go and get a pedicure and get my toenails painted. Especially in the summertime, I really enjoy that. I think it's really important to take care of our feet. How many miles have our poor feet walked? And there's nothing more uncomfortable than having a little annoying corn or something. The best thing is to take care of it quickly. If you go to a podiatrist, so much the better. If you want to take care of your own feet and keep the skin nice and smooth and prevent all that rough skin around your heels, you can use a pumice stone in the shower or in the bath. Basic foot care, I think, is really important for the appearance of our feet and also for the comfort of getting around. For me, you know that a spray of perfume is a must. It's a way to take care of myself, to feel good, to feel put together, and I have a spray of perfume every day. I like variety and I have a large collection, so I use something different every single day, even if it's just a body spray. I love that. And of course, I take care of my skin in the morning and at night. And you know, if you're not used to that, even just using a moisturizer and a sunscreen in the morning and a night cream at night will keep your skin moisturized. It will help to maintain a smooth texture and maybe get rid of some of those dark spots. I wear a little makeup every single day, even if it's only a little mascara and lipstick and a touch of blush. It just makes me feel better. It makes me feel more awake and alive. And then if I go out, I'm very confident meeting anybody that I know or meeting a new friend that I look my best for that day. And I really enjoy the experience of applying makeup and all the variety of products that are available from the drugstore. If you like the luxury products, oh wow, there are just so many beautiful products. I enjoy the packaging. I enjoy the whole process. Another way that I like to take care of myself, it makes me feel more secure and it makes me feel in control of my life, is to be organized. I like to make my bed. I keep my dishes washed and put away. I like to plan my meals and make a list for my grocery shopping. And don't go grocery shopping on an empty stomach, because that's when I tend to buy those awful chips and cheesies that I'm so addicted to. I also like to keep my furniture dusted, my carpet vacuumed, and my plants watered. Now, I live in an apartment, so I don't have a garden, but if I had a garden, I would make sure to go out there every day and pull a few weeds, make sure that it's watered, just to keep my environment pleasant and a pleasurable place to be is really important, and it's a good way for me to take care of myself and provide myself with an attractive and comfortable living space. Every day, I set aside a few minutes and I think of all the things that I'm grateful for. People in my family did not live a long time. For me to be 75 is pretty amazing. And when I wake up every morning, I say, wow, here I am, still alive. I had a great sleep. I'm ready for a new day. So I like to spend a few minutes being grateful for that and being grateful for the wonderful people in my life, for my family, for my income, for my home, for the capabilities that I do have. Even though I have some mobility issues, there are lots of things that are still working very well with my body, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm also grateful for my cat. I have a wonderful cat. He's been part of my life now for about 10 years, and just to have a companion, I heard this expression some time ago that it's nice to have another beating heart in your home, and Oscar is my other beating heart. I really enjoy his company. And I'm also grateful for my memories. I have lots of very fond memories. Yes, I had failures in my life, but I don't dwell on those. I like to just be grateful for the good memories and the things that went well in my life and the good decisions I made. I made some very bad decisions as well, but what's the point in ruminating on those? I like to ruminate on the good times. It's important for me every day also to keep in daily contact with people. Living alone in a small apartment, I have a number of neighbors around that I'm quite friendly with. So those are wonderful people to have in my life on a daily basis. But it's very easy, again, especially in the winter time when people tend to hibernate more in their own little unit. It's a little more challenging to keep in contact with a person. sometimes if it's only a phone call. That's why I really enjoy Facebook. I love Facebook. I have a number of friends who live out of town, and the only way we keep in touch is by messaging or texting, and I really enjoy that because it's keeping in touch with people. Very important to do as a way of taking care of my mental health. Another thing I do, and again, we hear this all the time, is drink lots of water. I always have a glass of water on my kitchen table. Very handy there, so I can just take a sip anytime I'm passing by and make sure that I remember to take a bottle of water with me on hot summer days. Drinking lots of water is a really good habit. And the last on this list is to keep active, keep my mind active, to do crossword puzzles or Sudoku or some of these games on the phone. Now, I don't do these games on the phone for the simple reason that I get really addicted to them. There's so many of these word games. They're a whole lot of fun, but I kind of have to stay away from those because I get really obsessed with them and I spend too much time on those games. But there are different ways to keep my mind active. I really enjoy Netflix. There are many wonderful documentaries, not only on Netflix, but even on YouTube. There are many educational videos. So I like to feel at the end of the day that I have learned something brand new. And of course, reading. Yes, I always have a book on the go, and I like to read historical fiction particularly. I like that. Even though it is fiction, it has an element of true history. And I really like the medieval times. I find that a fascinating time in history. So again, that's a way to keep my mind sharp, to be learning something new, and maintain my curiosity about life, present and past, and future for that matter. There's all kinds of things being developed and invented, and it's really fun to keep up with everything that's new that's happening. So there you have 10 little points that I do to take care of myself. There is a term called ADLs, which stands for Activities of Daily Living. And as a nurse, it's one way that we used to assess a patient, and it's still a term in use today. It assesses people in terms of their ability to live independently, in terms of eating, bathing, activities, and mobility. And I love that term, ADLs. So these are my ADLs. This is the way that I know that I can live independently, that I can be as healthy and active as I possibly can. These are 10 specific ways that I take care of myself. I would love to know how you take care of yourself. What do you consider one of your essential ADLs or a couple of your essential ADLs to keep you living independently and in an active, healthy manner? Please let me know in the comments below. I thank you for joining me. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. I will see you in my next video. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.